What up, New York Giant Nation? It is your boy, Mac the Giants fan. Welcome to Afternoon Giants Chat with your boy, Mac the Giants fan, man. 49ers coming in on Sunday, man. You know, once upon a time, this was a storied rivalry in the NFL back in the late 80s, early 90s, man. Even into the 2000s, man. There has been absolute battles between these two football teams over the years, man. I've been able to witness a few of them live in the living color, man. Go to the NFC Championship game in 2011, which is to this day still probably my favorite New York Giants game, man. What is going on, Kenneth, man? Good to see you, my brother. Thanks for popping in, man. But different. These two teams very, very different from those days, though. Obviously, very, very different teams from those eras, man. And look, a lot happened last week. Obviously, can't losing Cam Scatterboo, man. Kind of just that leader on the offense in terms of just keeping everybody fired up, man, ready to go, man. Cam Scatterboo, that's going to have an impact on this football team. Obviously, the loss of Cam Scatterboo, he's going to be down for the rest of the season. But man, it's but hearing some pretty promising reports that it's possible that he will be ready to go next year. At the start of the season, hearing some promising things, nothing's ever concrete, obviously, but just good luck to him on his road to recovery, man. But 49ers on Sunday. This team coming in, and I get it. Their record is I mean, they got a good record right now. It's pretty strong, but this team I think they're not as good as they're a team that's truly, to me, not as good as their record indicates. I think they've just kind of been skating. They've been getting by sometimes here and there, and I think this football team was exposed last week by the Houston Texans, man. In a sense, man, let you know that this team they're not really all that. If you play a clean game, the Giants are able to go out there and play a clean football game against this 49er team. They should be able to beat this 49er team. Absolutely. And I know the Giants have some serious major things going against them. And I mean, I already mentioned Cam Scatterboo, obviously. But just the fact that even defensively right now, look, the corner situation in New York right now, it's bad. It's absolutely horrendous. I mean, I didn't think it could get this bad. But yeah, tomorrow on Sunday, it's looking like Mr. Deontay Banks will be cornerback 1 on Sunday by default. There's just nobody else, guys. There just ain't nobody else at this point. So by default, man, we're going to have to be going out there Sunday with looking like Deontay Banks being CB1, and honestly still don't really know what's going on the other side, but that's looking like that's going to be 7th round draft pick Corey Black. Yep. That's what the New York Giants are going to be sporting at cornerback on Sunday. Deontay Banks and most likely Corey Black. So, yeah, that's where we are. Might be looking like we should be getting Javon Holland back into the lineup, hopefully. Not hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's looking like he's going to be ready to go on Sunday. But defensively, just want to see guys start stepping up, man, and making some more disruptive impact plays. Brian Burns can't be the only guy making those plays. I mean, I know Kayvon Thibodeau got robbed of a major one last week, but we still need more. We need more of those. We need more big impact plays made by this defense. You need to unleash these guys up front and let them go do what they truly are best at doing. I feel like it's just schematically, it's just so wrong week in and week out. I just don't know how you can have that kind of talent and you're just not letting these guys just get after it, man. Live and die by it. Because that's where your money, that's where your playmakers are on this defense. That's where your playmakers are. Unleash those guys. That's what needs to be done. This 49er offensive line is not good. It's not good. Get after it. I don't know if it's Brock Purdy or the other damn guy's name, whose name I can't remember right now for some reason. The Alabama kid, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. Get after it. You got to use the strength of your defense and get in there and dig into these guys, man. I just don't. I don't know what's so complicated about that. I don't know why it's so hard to figure out. Don't let Christian McCaffrey, turn his season around at your expense. The same way you did with Saquon Barkley a week ago. Don't do that. Don't open the door for that. Shut that door. Slam that door shut. Whatever motivational factor you need. Dexter Lawrence, you need to tap into all that hate came your way this week from Carl Banks, none other than Carl Banks. Tap into that. Whatever it takes to go out there. We need disruptive plays being made on this defense. And you need to rely on your guys up front because the back end is crippled. It's crippled. George Kittle, another good tight end coming your way. Tight ends seem to be something that New York Giants just have no idea what to do with tight ends defensively. I just don't. I can't understand it. Well, you got another good one coming your way. George Kittle is definitely still amongst one of the very best at that position in this league. So you're going to have to watch out for that. That's why, like I said, you got to really just deploy these cats up front, man, this week. You got to Shane Bowen. Do you understand the mission? You can't rely on what you got on that back end because what you got on that back end ain't nothing. It's nothing. You got shit on one side and you got more shit on the other side. Can't rely on that. Those guys I expect to get torched if we're not getting home and disrupting these quarterbacks, whoever it's going to be. You got to send those guys. And offensively, man, I just want to see you continue to keep having that playing the way in a sense you've been playing, man. I know it's tough when you lose a guy like Scat, but at the same time, Tyrone Tracy, if he would have played all season last year, would have probably had 1,000 yards rushing as a rookie. So, he's a capable running back. No matter how you feel about him, he proved a season ago in his rookie year to be a capable running back. These receivers can just catch the football. Make some plays for your quarterback. The young quarterbacks out there keeping plays, extending plays, keeping things alive, hitting you guys in your hands a lot of the times, man, and you're just letting them down. Make the plays, receivers. Somebody step up. Somebody in that receiving corps needs to step up for your young quarterback, man. This kid is out there balling. He is out there balling week in and week out. Somebody needs to step up and make a play and make plays for this young man. But with that said, I do expect the New York Giants to try to really attack the 49ers on the ground. And I do expect Tyrone Tracy to have a big day. I got this feeling. I think Tracy's going to have a big day. For one thing, not for nothing else, just to say, I'm not a forgotten man in this offense. Cam came and took that shine. Cam came took his spot. You know what I mean? But Cam's gone for the season. So, Tyrone Tracy, I think, is going to step up in this one, and I think he's going to be a big factor in why I think the New York Giants are going to be able to handle business at home once again. Jackson Dart's 2-0 at home, played sensational football at MetLife Stadium. I think it's going to continue on Sunday. I really do. I believe that. I think the San Fran's defensively has so many key injuries and none bigger than let's talk about it. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. These guys are two guys that 49ers defense is without that are just absolute impact players, difference makers, and that's going to weaken any defense to lose players like that of that caliber. So I think the New York Giants need to figure out a way to attack that. I think the best way to attack that is on the ground with the ground game, because obviously what you have, you got to understand the situation that you have at receiver, and it's just not like I said, not a very good one. Those aren't the guys you can rely on. So you're gonna have to hit the 49, punch the 49ers in the mouth, man. Run Tyrone Tracy at them, run Devin Singletary at them, man. New York Giants offensive line, you got an opportunity here, man, to just, play with an attitude, push guys around. Like I said, this is what it's gonna take. That's what it's gonna take to win this football game. Gotta play clean football. Can't be just out there. You can't be out there being sloppy. You gotta get the job done. No foolish mistakes. Can't worry about what the referees is doing. Referees is gonna make bad calls. That's what they do. Can't even worry about that. You gotta brush that shit off. I'm not. I'm done talking about those all the terrible calls from a week ago. I mean, it's nothing that can get done about it. It is what it is. We were the recipients of being part of a very poorly officiated game a week ago. I can't. You got to be able to brush that off. You can't even take that into this game at all whatsoever. Got to stay focused. Like I said, you've been playing. Like I said, Jackson Dart's been playing good football. Period, in my opinion. But at home, he's been a different level at home. Honestly, he really has been. Something about getting that MetLife crowd going, man. That MetLife crowd really gets behind this kid, and it's great. It's good to see that back again once in New York again. It's great to see that in New York because we haven't had that in a few years here. Been terrible football team at home over the course of the last few years, and it's good to see this team actually, putting on a show. To be quite frank, at home, uh, over these course of these last couple of home games here, just really playing really good football, playing clean football as well, and that's what I'm talking about, man. You got to be able to what you call it, man. You got to just be able to stay focused, keep your eye on the prize, and you just gotta say you gotta stay focused despite what I think is a terrible coaching staff. I mean, you gotta play above the numbers in spite of those guys, man. I don't agree with a lot of what they do, what this regime does, and how they handle business, but you got to figure out a way in spite of them, man. At the end of the day, you still got to make plays as players. You got to still figure out a way to make plays. So I think you just need to figure it out, man. You really, really do. Just gotta figure it out because at this point, clearly nothing seems like it's going to change. It doesn't seem like they're interested in moving on from Shane Bowen, no matter how any of us feel about it. So at the end of the day, you got to just make plays out there on the field and just that's what the great ones do. And some of the great ones have had terrible coaching and been part of situations like that, and they still figure it out. So that's what this team has to do. I know this is a young football team, but they got to figure things out, man. I want to see them go out there on Sunday and perform and look the part, man. Look like the same team we've been seeing over the course of the last few weeks. The actual team itself. I mean, a team that just still has the energy and the juice, a little bit more juice than what we've grown accustomed to over the course of the last few years. Just continue that trend. I want to see Jackson Dart continue to develop. You know, this is a 49er team that don't let them come out here and have some kind of, have their put on their season's best against you. Because this team has not looked really all that great, despite what their record is saying they are. I mean, to me, it's kind of weird. It's almost oxymoronic. It's almost like this team, this shouldn't be their record. This shouldn't be this. It's kind of almost baffling if you really look at this team. They don't really look that good, in my opinion. That's what I'm basically saying. This is a very, very winnable football game. Take advantage of that. Seize that moment. This is definitely not the best team you played against this season at all. Not by a long shot. Not even close. Played against significantly better talent than this 49er football team this season thus far. So go out there and do what you need to do. Just have some pride and go out there and get it done. No excuses. What's going on, David? Thank you, man, for stopping in. I appreciate it, man. But yeah, no excuses. Just go out there and handle your business. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, man. It's not that complicated. Just stay focused and go out there and play clean football. Forget what everybody talking about. Forget all the backup, all the background noise. Forget about it, man. Push it all out your mind. Like I said, nobody expects a damn thing from you. So just go out there and get it done. Nobody expects the New York Giants, anything from the New York Giants. Ain't gonna happen. So just go out there and play free, play loose, man, and get it done. Because I think you can. I think this team can. I mean, look at this San Fran defense. Brian Burns, as an individual on the New York Giants, has more sacks than the entire 49er defense in totality. Brian Burns has 10 sacks on the season himself thus far through 8 games. The 49ers as a unit only have 9. Let that sink in. Offensive line. Don't let them turn up on you, is what I'm basically saying. Don't let them turn up on you. Don't have your heads hanging after a lackluster performance against the Eagles on Sunday. Don't do that, man. Get up, brush yourself off, go handle your business. That's all I got to be, man. Don't have to be nothing more, nothing less. So, as far as who's going to step up, like I said, I need to see somebody in the receiver room step up. Somebody show me something in that receiving room, man. Because I'm yet to see it, man. You get, you see a splash here and there from Wan'Dale Robinson, but it's never really a consistent like string of plays, man. I know Darius Slayton, he got a 70-yard touchdown catch ripped off the board, taken off the board off what was an absolute horrendous call a week ago. I mean, absolutely horrendous. Damn, that was bad. But I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm done talking about it. But at the end of the day, still need more, man. Before that play, which was a huge play, especially if it would have stood, didn't really do much in the game, man. Nothing noteworthy in the football game whatsoever. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Bellinger a little more involved. I think he makes plays at least. I mean, he catches everything you throw his way. He's probably had the best, most reliable hands this season amongst anybody on this team. But yet we seem to not use him kind of minimally, because he seems to be just continuously losing snaps to Theo Johnson, who is one of the biggest, one of the most guilty guys when it comes to putting that ball on the ground, man, not hanging on, man, when the ball hits him right in the hands. So I don't understand that. I mean, I'm seeing Thomas Fidoni's getting the uniform, but he's not getting no ticks on the field, man. I think he could be a guy in that red zone. Got to unlock that stuff, man. You got to use guys like him, man. At this point, what do you got to lose? At least see what you got. See if he can be that kind of guy. Maybe he can't, but maybe he can. But we'll never know if all you got him doing is walking back forth up and down the sideline. Unlock it, man. Give it a shot. You never know. It might work. Might turn some things around. But we'll never know, because you don't seem to want to explore these options, Brian Dable. You never want to seem to override your terrible defensive coordinator when he's making poor defensive calls. Brian Dable. This is why I feel like you're an incompetent head coach. Brian Dable. That's why I need these players to go out and perform in spite of you guys. Because you guys just, to me, I can't rely on, on what you guys are doing out there. You guys are just, it's just incompetence on top of incompetence. Comedy of errors, watching this coaching staff and the way they operate and the way they do things. I mean, that challenge last week, I get it. The call was terrible from the door. But you knew you weren't going to be able to win the challenge. So why would you waste one? Why would you waste it there like that? Like, that's just making a stupid, boneheaded decision. I mean, Brian Burns, the whole Brian Burns thing when he was banged up, you got to notice. What are you looking at if you're not looking at that and noticing that on the field? Get that time out instead of letting the Eagles get that free 5 yards. I mean, all of these things are the things that it drives me crazy. It just does. You gotta be better. Just flat out, you gotta be better. As a head coach, you gotta lead these guys in a better direction. And I just don't. I'm not confident. I always say that people talk about, oh no, you can't let him go now. Jackson Dart, no, Jackson Dart will be fine because Jackson Dart's a guy. He's a guy. You're not. You didn't make Jackson Dart good. This guy came here with that moxie. He came here with that confidence. You didn't instill that in him, Brian Dable. He had that. That's him. You're not getting credited for that. What's going on, Mosley? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you, fam, man. No doubt, bro. But yeah, you're not getting credited for that, Brian Dable. So that's not, to me, the success of Jackson Dart is not a reason to retain you. To me, you are an incompetent head coach, and unless you change some things up going the rest of this season, I'm not going to feel any differently. A change is necessary and needed at the top. This team needs to be led in the right direction, in a better direction, because you're not going to convince me that we just got a bunch of bums on our roster. They're just being led. They're just being poorly led. I know everybody's not an all-pro for sure, but they're just being poor. This team is being poorly led. That's as clear as day, week in and week out. That's what you see. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm looking at. The whole kicking debacle. I mean, that's just inexcusable stuff. The fact that it's happened in multiple seasons, it's inexcusable stuff. Can't just keep making those kind of errors and just getting free passes. This football team should be significantly better this season than what it is. A couple of these losses are strictly on the coaches and whatnot. The leadership. A couple of these losses this season are strictly on that. That Dallas game, come on. What are we doing defensively? What kind of shit are we calling defensively there at that stage of the game? And now they get started with Denver. And that was just crazy. That was just craziness. So let's just enjoy Jackson Dart. That's what I'm basically getting at fam, New York Giants Nation, man. Let's be thankful and mindful of Jackson Dart, man. Let's be glad we got that kid on our squad. And let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy watching him continue to grow, continue to develop the rest of this season, man. I think just having his presence alone we're going to get a few wins here and there, no matter what, just because of what he brings to the table, man. This kid's a winner. This kid is determined. This kid is always fired up week in and week out. He is the heart and soul of this football team already. What's going on, Charles, man? Greetings from the Bahamas to you, bro. Greetings through the Bahamas, man. I know it's beautiful over there. Definitely a lot better than what it is over here right now. I was just in the Bahamas about a month ago, actually. It's beautiful over there. I love it. I've been to the Bahamas twice this year. Definitely love it over there, man. And I'm sure I'll be getting back again sometime in the near future. It's nice, it's beautiful over there. But yeah, it's Jackson Dart, man. He's him, man. And I think he right now he's worth the price of admission. If nothing else about this New York Giant team is very flattering. I mean, other than the fact that Brian Burns is potentially on a pace to get 20 plus sacks. But other than that, I mean, him and between that, got that on the defensive side of the football, and then Jackson Dart on the offensive side of the football. Obviously, he's that spark, man. He's also putting himself positioning himself to really be a strong candidate for that offensive rookie of the year as well. So, could be at late in this season, and at the end of the day, nothing else. New York Giants get some of these players get some individual accolades, some hardware, but unfortunately, it's a shame when you're looking at that as just the upside of things, because obviously sitting at 2-6, can't expect this season to go in the New York Giants' favor. It would take a tremendous turnaround, obviously. And I don't see the New York Giants completely running the table here. Obviously, it would take an effort like that, which I'm just clearly not going to expect to see from this football team, because there's just too many holes, too many flaws, just too many things going against them. So we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens with this football team. We'll continue to just, like I said, monitor Jackson Dart. Like I said, nothing else. It's not much else I care to see. I'm not going to keep defending some of these guys. Like I've been doing. I can't keep doing that. I can't defend you anymore, Tyler Newman. I can't. You just keep doing the same stupid shit every week. So I can't keep defending that. That Saquon Barkley run last week, that touchdown run. Come on, man, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know how bad that had to look on tape? Like, see you sitting in the film room with your safety group or whatever, or however y'all do, however y'all watch film, whatever. And you watching that happen. Like, what's your explanation? What are you saying? What could you possibly say out of your mouth as to what went wrong on that play? What you were thinking about? And how you could get yourself that out of position? Like, that play, you should have had Barkley stop dead to rights. So I don't know. I can't keep defending that kind of fuckery, bro. I thought you had showed me enough potential in your rookie season, for me personally, that you were going to come out here this year and really turn it up. And you've done absolutely haven't done that. Almost taking a Tay Banks like approach to your New York Giant career thus far, and regressing as opposed to progressing. Yeah, Drew Phillips, liability on the back end, definitely a liability, man. Definitely a liability in coverage, but the young man, he makes so many impact plays, man. He really does. That it just kind of, he's one of those guys where it's just hard to me to like, I like him. Sometimes I love him. Sometimes I hate him. That's just where it is. It's no real in between with him. Sometimes you love him. Sometimes you hate him. You hate him in coverage. You love when he's coming up and making those big plays, those big tackles, making those big hits. What's going on, bookends, man? Yeah, just like Bill Belichick says, man, just do your job. It's plain and simple, easy enough. Just do your job. Just go out there and get it done, man. But I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just gotta. I said earlier, you just gotta, despite I think that these coaches put you guys in bad positions anyway. They put you guys. They're not, to me, don't set you up to succeed necessarily. I feel like you should just go out there and still. You just got to sometimes as a player. You just make plays just because. Tay Banks, you got a lot to prove this week, man. A lot to prove. All eyes on you, Tay Banks. All eyes on you. You are running out the tunnel CB1 on Sunday. Mm, 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 mm. How have we gotten to this point? It is crazy. Both the New York Giants starting cornerbacks out this week. Cordell Flott having a tremendous season. Probably the best player in the secondary this season thus far. And he's out. Boston Debo out. Like I said, the thought of Deontay Banks on one side and Corey Black on the other side is just scary to me. And I'm still stick with my original pick, man. And I'm gonna still continue. I still think the New York Giants behind another impressive performance by Jackson Dart is going to get the job done here and get the victory, man, on Sunday. I'm not going to change that pick. I made it on Wednesday, and I'm gonna stand by it, and I'm gonna stand on it, even though we're going to be rolling out Tay Banks and Corey Black as our starting cornerbacks on Sunday. Whew. Damn. I mean, San Fran not the most prolific of passing offenses, but they still got a couple of receivers that I think will find ways to exploit Tay Banks and Corey Black if we're not getting home and disrupting their passers. Yeah, that's where I'm at with the bookends. All about Jackson Dart, as far as I'm concerned. Just like I said, continuous growth, him building and just continuing to see more, learn more, and just get better. That's what it's all. That's what this season. That is all this season's about, as far as I'm concerned. At this point, dug yourself in too deep of a hole. At this point, it would take literally, basically running the table for you to really be in the mix at this point, and that's not very realistic, based off some of the teams you still got coming up on your schedule. If this kid's been able to produce with this mess, imagine when he has more around him. I agree. I mean, to me, it's like the New York Giants team has been so bad for all these years now, and then it's like we're just cursed. Like I say, Jackson Dart gets his very first start against the Chargers. Malik Neighbors goes down with a torn ACL in that same damn game. So we got to see about a quarter and a half of Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors together. That's what we got. About a quarter and a half of that. He absolutely did. And he got to sit for his whole rookie season, except for like one game. I think he might have started one game his rookie season. So he got to sit his whole rookie season and soak things in and learn and learn under a good coaching staff, good great head coach, future Hall of Fame head coach. And, Alex Smith at that time was a good starting quarterback as well to be learning behind. At that point, Alex Smith was playing good football at that time. He just was coming up short from getting them over the top. And obviously Mahomes is that guy that took him over the top. So, I definitely agree with that. He definitely came into a situation that was ideal for a young quarterback. But Jackson Dart just has something. Like I said, he's got that moxie, man. I remember watching him during the summer, even on the Gruden thing, and I was impressed with him there, even though I still didn't necessarily change my evaluation so much of him. At the time, I still was impressed watching him, like doing with the John Gruden quarterback camp thing he does every year. Jackson Dart was definitely a guy that stood out to me during that process, man. He was impressive with that. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what they were doing. They were like getting in them playoffs, but they just couldn't get quite to that next level, that Super Bowl level, which I said, like Patrick Mahomes was able to elevate them to. But it wasn't that Alex Smith was a bad quarterback by no means. They didn't. They just needed something different, and they went for it and they made it happen. And they got something different in Patrick Mahomes. That's for damn sure. And we're hoping for something similar, magic like that with Jackson Dart. I just can't. You're right. What you say, that point you made, like you said about what he's playing with, man. That's just key, man, because that's absolute facts. He's playing with absolutely not. He's not playing with very much. And then the fact that you lose Cam Scatterby a week ago, which was clearly the other main piece to this offense. Like I said, other people got to step up. I think Tyrone Tracy will do that on Sunday. I think he's going to have a big game. That's one of my predictions for this week is that Tyrone Tracy is going to have a big day. He's going to go out there and perform. And if any of the receivers can step up, that's always an added bonus because like I said, Jackson Dart's going to play the same ball he's been playing, and he's going to make things happen. He's going to make things happen. It's just a matter of you guys being able to keep up with him. With those receivers being able to make plays, you got to go out there and have an attitude. You should. After the way that game went down last week and some of the way things played out, even back to the Denver game, how does this team not have an attitude? I can't figure it out. But I do know, like I said, Jackson Dart's going. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm so impressed. I can't believe the way this kid has impressed me. Considering, like I said, I initially wasn't even happy with the draft pick. Yeah, he's made me eat so much crow, and I'm so happy. I'm glad. I'm glad he is our quarterback. And I just want, like I said, this is my opportunity as a fan, and I just encourage all the rest of you fans, let's enjoy that Jackson Dart ride this season, man. Just hope this kid can stay healthy, keep himself healthy, protect himself, and get through this rest of this year, and hopefully next year we can get into the off-season process and really build this team up around this young man. We had the centerpiece now. We got a quarterback, guys. We got a quarterback in New York. Now we got to build around him. That's plain and simple. Got to build around him. So we're going to see. I like the Giants on Sunday, even though I think we are playing with a lot of things going against us, but the 49ers are as well. They are a banged up unit on defensively too as well. They are missing key pieces on their defense. The same way we're missing key pieces on our defense. So it's just going to be a matter of who wants it more, who's going to and I think the New York Giants are going to want it more. Point blank and period. Said I knew after he tore up my dogs his last year at Ole Miss, he made plays in that game that just breaks defense's will. See, that's part of why maybe I do need to be more in tune with the college game because I don't really get to watch a lot of college football. I mean, my life is I'm working on Saturdays. I just run around a lot on Saturdays, man. So I got to start maybe focusing a little bit more so I could have had a better idea of the kind of player this kid was coming out, man. But yeah, I'm excited, and like I said, we got our quarterback. Got to build around him. We're at that point. Look, I got to get ready to take off because I got to get ready to go to work. Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming in. Bookends, I appreciate you coming in. Mosley. Who else was in here? Charles, David, Kenneth. I appreciate you guys, man. Definitely for tapping in with me for a little while I just talk a little bit of New York Giants stuff, man. Enjoy the game on Sunday, and make sure you tap in immediately following the game on Sunday for another edition of the True Blue Aftermath. We get my instant reaction after immediately following the football game on Sunday, man. So tap into that. At your boy MacDaGiantsFan, man. Make sure you hit that like for the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. Keep supporting the channel. It don't cost a thing, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit them thumbs up and keep helping my channel grow, man. I really appreciate all the support you guys been showing me, man. And make sure y'all go sub up to the Hardcore Sports Network as well. Go over there. Tap the Hardcore Sports Network. Hit the stream on there. I like the stream over there as well. Continue to help the Hardcore Sports Network grow as well, man. Great group of content creators. hitting y'all with every angle, with every sport you can think of: basketball, baseball, football, boxing, wrestling, hockey, whatever you name it. They talk about it. College football, college basketball. Cover everything at the Hardcore Sports Network, man. So tap in to the Hardcore Sports Network as well. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. Happy Halloween. No mess, no nets, no jets. You come in at the end, bro. But I appreciate you, my guy, man. You tapped in too late, though, man. I got to get ready to roll, man. But I appreciate you, man. I said I ain't changing my pick. Even though we got Tay Banks and Corey Black starting that corner, I'm going to still keep my pick the same, man. I'm going to still roll with the Giants, man. Oh, I appreciate that. This is one of my favorite hats, man. I had to throw it on, man. Happy Halloween to everybody. But I do got to get ready to get up out of here, man. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. I'd like to thank you all for listening. If you was feeling this, please take time to subscribe and smack them likes. Feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. Don't forget to ring that bell so you know when I'm dropping new content. It's your boy, Mac the Giants fan. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Mac the Giants fan. That's MacDa Giants fan.